All right, let's crush the Sudoku. This one's called Hot Blooded by Foreigner. Or, that's the song. Hot Blooded, check it and see. But the puzzle is by Willpower. But the song is by Foreigner in 1978. Let's see what they're doing with this. Oh, we got some thermometers. Okay. And there's people smooching, it would appear. Look at this. These people are making out, these stick figures. I didn't notice that until just now. Hot Blooded. All right, cool. So we got normal Sudoku rules apply. And it says a fever of 103. I'm seeing this 103. I'm interested to see. Okay, sorry. Getting distracted. Okay. So we got the digits 1 through 9 in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box with no overlapping. That's normal Sudoku rules. And we have German whispers, so numbers on green lines are at least 5 apart from their neighbors on the line. So, like if this number was a 1, this number would have to be at least a 6. And if this was a 6, then this would have to be a 1. And then this could be a 7, but they have to be 5 away. Every number has to be at least 5 away. Numbers on red lines are at least 4 apart from their neighbors on the line. Okay, so that's less wild. Thermometers increase from the bulb to the tip. So this is the lowest number on this gray line, and this is the highest number on this gray line. Killer cages, numbers in cages sum to the number in the top left corner. So these two numbers add to 8. These two numbers add to 15. Kropke pairs, numbers with a white dot between them are consecutive. So these two numbers are consecutive. This could go 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5, 6. Or it could go in reverse, I think. 4, 5, 6 going this way. But they have to be consecutive. Not all possible dots are shown. The 103 in the grid does not affect the puzzle. Okay. But this is a fever of 103. Happy New Year's kiss to all. So I guess this was made probably a couple months ago. All right. Very cool. So let's get this popping off. So this is a big German whispers line. Oftentimes with German whispers lines, you can kind of color them because they go like high digit, low digit, high digit, low digit. Because one rule for one of these lines is you can't put a 5 on it, because if you put a 5 on it, the numbers on either side have to be 5 away, and the numbers that are 5 away from 5 are either 0 or 10, and those aren't Sudoku numbers. So you can't put a 5 on one of these lines. A 3 box. I didn't see this 3 cage. So this is 1, 2, which is going to allow us to cover the line, which I was just talking about. So the only way to add up to 3 is 1 and 2. So I know these two boxes are 1 and 2, which means this is a 1 or a 2, which means that this box is low in terms of the German whisper line. So since this one's low, that means this one has to be high, which means this one has to be low. And by high and low, I mean either above or below 5, right? Because since this number has to be 5 away from 1 or 2, it's going to have to be at least a 6. And then this one has to be 5 away from that. I can't go up from 6, so I have to go down. So you have to go like up, down, basically on these lines. So I can actually color all of these as highs and low numbers, because that's the way it works. There's parity in these lines, we say. Oh, this is not blue. This is orange, blue, orange, orange, blue, blue. Okay, so now I've got some high digits and some low digits, and that's cool because there are only 4 of each. There's 4 high digits, 4 low digits, and then a 5 on the way from 1 to 9. So like in this row, since I already have 3 low digits, I only can have 1 more low digit in the row. It kind of seems like this one will want to be a low digit, right? On a thermometer, but it doesn't have to be, because this could go like 9, 8, 7. It also could be a 5. I don't know. But this is at least or I guess at most a 7. 3 consecutive digits here. This is a pretty long thermometer, so there's not a ton of variance in what this could be. Like if I make this like what's the highest number I could make this? If it went 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So the highest number I can make this is a 4. But then these numbers differ by at least 4, right? The red lines are at least 4 apart from their neighbors on the line. So these numbers are at least 4 apart. So if I put a 9 here, this has to be a 5. So this entire line is forced. Yeah, that's absolutely true. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, so this entire line is just done because of this little red line. So if I make this as small as I possibly can, I go 1, 2, 3, 4. The smallest number I can possibly put in here is 5, and then 9 is 4 away from it. So if this was a 6, I would have to put a 10 here. There's no way I can make this line work without just putting those exact numbers in here. So that actually was very helpful. I hadn't investigated this yet, but definitely very helpful. All right, so now we need to make 8 without a 2, 3, or 4. You can do that with 1, 7. Is that the only? I think that's the only way to do that. 1 and 7, and you can't put a 7 here, so that's going to do this. Yep. So this is a 1 because it's at the base of the thermometer. I couldn't put a 7 here. I'd have to go 8, 9, 10. This is a 7, and we have a lot of this box done. So now this is at least 5, and it's not 7. So this is either 5 or 6 because we need 2 more numbers. This couldn't be an 8 or a 9. Oh, and this can't be a 9. And I think that means this. No, never mind. I was going to say something that didn't make it. I was going to say that this can't be a 6, but it can because this could go 7, 8. This number has to be at least 3 too. Okay. Yeah, so that makes sense. This is going to be a high digit. So this can't be. So 1, 2. What did I say this was? So this is either 5 or 6, and this number is at least 3. So this number's at least 3. So this has to be 4 away. So this is 7. This has to go 7, 8. Right? Because this has to be a low digit, and it can't be 1 or 2. So this is at least 3, and it can't be a 4. All right, so this is either a 3 or a 4 just by having to be a low digit and the fact that 1 and 2 are here. And then this has to be 4 away from this digit. So we can't go down because even if this is a 4, this can't be a 0. So we have to go up from here. And I can't put a 9 on here, so the highest number this could be is 8, which means the highest this could be is 7, and it has to be 7 to be 4 away from 3. So this is a 7, and this is a 7, this is a 4, this is an 8. That's cool. 4s. Uh-oh. Did I break it? This can't be a 4. No, this was a 3. I was saying this was a 3, and for some reason, I don't know. I was worried because you can't put a 4 on a German whisper line. Because 4 can only go next to 9, and both of these numbers can't be. You can't put a 4 in the middle of a German whisper line because both of these would have to be 9. But now these are an 8-9 pair because they're next to a 3, and these two have to be 5 away, and the only numbers that are 5 away are 8 and 9. So that's useful. Do I have any Sudoku going yet? So 15 is 9 and 6 because it can't be 7 and 8 because we have a 7 in the box. So this is. The only other way to do that is 6, 9, so that's 6, 9, which means that this isn't a 6, so that's a 5, and this is an 8. So 8 is going to go in one of those two. What are the 3 numbers that I have in this column? 6, 7, 8? I can probably just do that. This one can't be an 8. There's an 8 in one of these. All right, so this number has to be 4 away from 7. It can't be a 3, so this is either a 1 or a 2. This number has to be high, and it can't be 8 or 9, so this is either a 6 or a 7. If this was a 6, oh, this can't be a 6. Okay, so 6 has the same properties as 4. I was saying before that you can't put a 4 in the middle of a line because it would have to be next to 2 9s. 6 can't go in the middle of the line because these would have to both be 1s to be 5 away. So this is a 7. And then these are a 1-2 pair because those are the only numbers that are at least 5 away from 7. So that's kind of cool. This one could be a lot of things. Can't be a 7. Could be a 6, 8, or 9 though. This now is a 3 though because it has to be a low digit. And it has 1, 2, and 4 looking at it. So this is a 3, which is going to limit this thing's ability to be things. So the only digits that are 5 away from 3 are 8 and 9. So this is 8, 9. This is 8, 9 as well. This one. has a 2 looking at it, but it could still be, well, it can't be 4 because this would have to be 9, 9. So this is either a 1 or a 3. Oh, and it's a 1. Okay, so that's a 1 because there's a 3 here. These numbers have some options, as do the, oh, so this one has to be a 3 or a 4, and this could be a 4 because this could be a 9, but this is a 3 or a 4 because there's a 1-2 pair looking at it. Okay, Megan's progress here. I'm sure there's some Sudoku for me here. We got 3s, so one of these two is a 3. 7s, one of these two is a 7. I'm sure I have some Sudoku over here as well. So this is a 6 because there's a 7 in the box. Now this is a 7-8 pair. Oh, this is actually interesting, this 1-2 thing. So the red lines don't have the same parity thing. Like one of these numbers is going to have to be really high. This is probably forced. Maybe it's not forced, but yeah, so the only way, like these can't go, they can't go low, high, low. I don't know if that makes sense. Like both of these are low numbers. So there is not like there's not an oscillating parity happening here. Searching for the word oscillating. Because we have 2 cells between these two. So it can't go low, high because this is low. Both of these are low. So I think what has to happen here is that we have a 1. It has to go 1, 5, 9 or 1, 5, 9. Because one of these has to go. We need a 5. This is a 5-9 pair. Either way, definitely. Because I'm having a hard time explaining that. I know it to be true, but because we can't go. Because there's 2 cells between these 2 low numbers, we have to go. We have to have 2 in a row that are. We can't go back down to low. We can't go low, high, low, or else this is next to a low number, which is impossible. So we have to use the fact that we can go 1, 5, 9 that are 4 apart. These absolutely have to be 5. I don't know. I don't know how to explain that. I'm having a very hard time explaining that. This is absolutely the only way this is going to work, though. And whichever one is a 1, it's going to have to be next to a 5 and then a 9 next to it. Because that's the only way we're going to get digits that are 4 apart and allow us to go back down to either a 1 or a 2. On a sharper day, I'd do a better job of explaining that. I just can't figure out how to explain that today. Hopefully that makes sense. There's absolutely no way it would work any other way. I mean, I could try so I needed a number that's at least 5 here. And then the next number has to be, I can't go down from there, right? Like I have to have a number that it's at least 5 here. So 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I can't go down from that number or else I'm going to screw up this number. And yeah, there's like this number, I don't know. Hopefully that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it beyond that. Okay. So 5-9 pair. We also have a 6-9 pair here. So 9 has to go in one of these 2 cells. Oh, and this is a pair. So I have 1, 2 here. So this is a 9, 6 pair, which I think means this can't be a 7. Am I wrong there? Because if this is either a 6 or a 9. If this was a 7, then I either have to put 6 or 9 on this string of digits. Oh, what am I doing with this 7? I think I meant one of these has to be a 7. Because there's a 7 here, 7 here. Okay, oh man, if I don't screw this one up, it would be an absolute miracle. I'm gonna screw up this puzzle at some point. What is this? Okay, 5-9 is looking at this, so this is an 8. Hopefully this is right. I'm concerned. I'm concerned for my ability to complete this puzzle. That just gave me a bunch of information. I'm hoping it's right. Okay, so 7 I think has to go in one of these 2. But I don't think this one can be a 7 for the same reason that I was just trying to talk about. Thankfully, that allowed me to notice that there's a 7 looking here. But we can't put a 7 on these dots because that would require either a 6 or a 9. You can't have 3 consecutive digits with 7 on it and not put a 6 or a 9 here. But we know that this is either a 6 or a 9, so none of these can be a 6 or a 9. They could be one or the other, but they can't, or they can't be one or the other. Wait, is that I think that logic's wrong. I think I'm just wrong there. This isn't good. This isn't going well. I think I'm saying something that if this was a 9, we could have a 6 on here, and it could go here. So that's totally fine. And then this could go 6, 7, 8. Maybe this won't work for a different reason, but what I was trying to explain was not correct. I really hope I was right about this, because I really convinced myself of that and then had a really hard time explaining it. So, try to put, so if this is a 1, if either one of these were a 1, should I just erase this? I'm positive this is right, and I can't explain it. I don't even know if it's useful. Like, all I got out of it was this, and I didn't even need that. Should I erase this if I can't explain it? Dude, I really want to watch this basketball game. All right, what are these 4 digits? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 are looking at this. This is a 4. 1's looking at this. One of these two has to be a 1, and then we just have 1, 2, 3. All right, so 7 has to go. Oh, wait a second. These are 4, 5, 6, 7. And I can eliminate a lot of those. All right, so these can't be 5 and 7. These can't be 6. So these are 1, 2, 3, I think. I only have 3 numbers left in this row. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just 5, 6, 7. So then that makes these. Oh. I thought this was doing better. All right, let's do some Sudoku here. 8 in this. 8 has to go in one of these two. Uh-oh. Oh, no. That's right there. 8, 8, 8. So 8 has to go in one of these. 8 has to go in one of these specifically. This has to be an 8, right? Because this is either a 5, 6, or a 7. So this number has to be higher than 5, 6, or 7, and 5, 6, 7 go in these 3. So this can't be a 5, 6, or 7, and it can't be a 9. So this is absolutely an 8. We have 4, 6 down here. So yeah, so these can't be 4s. So this is a 5, 7 pair. 4 has to go in one of these, right? I haven't put a 4 here yet. And then we also have 1, 2, 3 possible here. One of those is a 4. Alright, so this is either 6 or 7. Because 8 and 9 we're looking at it. So that actually restricts this a lot. So this is either a 1 or a 2. Yeah, and this being a 3 or 4 makes this an 8 or a 9. I don't know how did I arrive at this being a 3 or a 4? There's a 1, 2 pair looking at it. Okay, so this is an 8 or a 9. I feel like I must know more about these consecutive digits, and I don't really know. Can this not be a 7 now because there's an 8 here? If this was a 7, this would have to go down. So it would have to go, and this can't be a 6. This would have to be if this was a 7, this would have to be a 6. And this would have to be a 7. And this would have to be a 5. 5 is not possible. So this is a 7. I'm going to work through that one more time. And I'm using this now, which I'm positive of but can't explain. If this was a 7, I couldn't use 8. So these 3 consecutive numbers. Oh wait, no, but they have to be in order. So yeah, so I can't put an 8 here, so this can't be a 7. I don't even have to use the 5 9. This is a 7. Because if a 7 goes here, an 8 is going to have to be on one side of it for sure. So that doesn't work at all. 1, 2, 3 are all eliminated from this. Feels like this is probably heavily restricted. Like, I guess this could just be a 1, and then this could go. No, because I can't put a 3 here. Could this go 4, 3, 4, 5? I think that probably works. 4, 5, 6. I would make this a 7. No, I can't put a 6 in this box. I think this probably has to be 3, 4, 5. I guess I could put a 6 here, and it could go 4, 5, 6. I don't know. I'm going to get away from that. Alright, there's only 4 numbers left in this box if this is 5, 9. And 2 of them have to go down here. So what are the numbers left in this box? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. So this is either a 4 or a 6. And these are from 3, 4, 6, 8. Dude, there must just be some Sudoku here that I can do. 4, 4. One of these has to be a 4. Not helpful. One of these has to be a 5. Yeah, so I just don't have any numbers over here, so that's not helping. 5, 9 doesn't really do anything. Never mind. Thought I saw something that wasn't there. Is it this? Do I have to do something with this? Alright. I'm going to take a break from this, I think. Alright, took a few hours off and I'm back at it. So I haven't looked at this in a second. Try to get reacquainted with it here. Maybe I'll start by revisiting this, see if I have any shot at explaining my logic here, because I remember this was a problem. So, because I knew both of these were low numbers, and specifically 1s and 2s, this number has to be at least 4 away from this, and this number has to be at least 4 away from this, but they also have to be 4 away from each other. So in order for this to be 4 away from this, it has to be at least a 5. And for this to be 4 away from this, it has to be at least a 5. So the numbers in both of these spots have to be from 5 to 9, and the only two numbers in that grouping are 5 and 9 themselves because they're 4 away from each other. That wasn't that hard to explain. I really just needed a rest, I think. Okay, so we're back. And this has to be a 5, I'm immediately seeing, because one of these has to be a 5, this is a 5, so this is definitely a 5, which means, and I think I was talking before about what these numbers might have to be, so this is definitely a 5, which means that these two numbers are 4 and 6, and this one can't be a, oh wait, no, it could be, no, yeah, these have to be consecutive, so these two numbers have to be consecutive with 5. Man, I was not thinking straight before at all. It's crazy looking at this and like just realizing how like the thoughts that I was trying to have and just like was not capable of having. Okay, so this has to be, they have to be 4 and 6 because they both have to be consecutive with 5, and those are the only two numbers that are both consecutive with 5. And this can't be a 6 because there's a 6 here, so this one's a 4, this one's a 6, which makes this a 7, which doesn't do this one, unfortunately. If this was a 6, this would have had to have been a 1, but since this is a 7, this could still be either one. Oh, and there's a 6 here. So this is a 9. This is a 6. So neither of these can be a 6, which makes this a 6. And these are 5 and 7. Awesome. So yeah, I could have done this much faster if I just had a brain. This number is forced to 2. So this is not a 2. So one of these has to be a 2. I think it could still be either one. There are only 3 numbers left in this column. 1, 3. Alright, so 2 and 4 are still possible here. And then what's the last one? 5. 5 has to go in one of these. This is not a 5. So this is either a 2 or a 4. Okay. And these, what did I say? Was 5 the other one? 2, 4, 5? 2, 4, 5. So looks like these could be all 3 of those. 2, 4, and 5. 2, 4, 5. This could be 1, 3, or 4. I guess I'll pencil mark that. 1, 3, 4. Oh, there's a 5 looking at this. This is a 7. Yeah, okay. 7, 5. There's got to be more Sudoku here. I don't know where it is. Are 6 and 7 helpful somehow? 6. Okay, 7, 7. Nope, this is 7 or 8. 6. It's the only 6. Oh, this can't be an 8 either way. If this is a 5 or a 9, this can't be an 8 because this number has to be 4 away from 5 or 9, and 8 is not that. So this is definitely an 8, which means this is definitely a 3. So this is a 4 or a 6. Can't be a 6 either way. So and that's going to fix this. So this is a 4. This is a 4. This is a 6. This is a 9. This is a 5. This is a 1 because it has to be 4 away from 5. This is a 2 because this was a 1. This has to be 4 away from 4. So this is an 8 because it can't be a 9. So this is either an 8 or a 9. So it's an 8, which makes this a 9. Which again doesn't fix this. This has to be 5 away from 9. 3 and 4 both work. These two digits have to be 4 away from 8. But this could be a 4, and then this could be anything. Or, oh, wow, actually. So the only numbers that are 4 away from from 8 are 2, 3, and 4, and they're all right here. And then so this has to be a 1 is what I'm arriving at. So this is a 1, and then this one couldn't have been a 1 anyway, but it could still be a 2, 3, or 4. All right, 4 does this, so this is a 6. I just set it to 6 and then wrote 4. Okay, 4 there. 5 and 7 still not in the column, huh? So this is either a 5 or a 7. It could be either one. This is going to have to be a higher number. Can't be 7 or 8. So if this is a 4, this would have to be a 9. If this was a 3, this would have to be a 9. If it was a 2, it could still be a 6. But this is either a 6 or a 9, which will be decided by this if it ever gets decided. And it's probably a 9, unless this has to be a 2 for this. I mean, it's perfectly possible, but most digits that appear in this box would force us to be a 9. That's what I'm getting at. Seems like something must be happening here. I have way too many numbers. Yeah, so there's a 4 here. This is a 3. 5, 7, 1. There's a 1 here. This is a 2. This is a 1. So this can no longer be a 3. 2 has to go in this column I'm seeing. I don't know. All right. Was I already saying this is a 5, 7? No, that was somewhere else, right? Oh, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7. All right, so this is either a 5 or a 7. This is either a 2, 4, or 5. These have to add up to 11. So it's 7, 4. So since this is a 5 or a 7, I have to come up with a number that makes 11. 5 would have to be a 6. 6 isn't an option here, so 7 and 4 are the options. So that's going to do this whole thing. 5, 7, 5, 4. This can no longer be a 4. This is a 2. This is a 5. Now we're making progress, dude. What are these 3 numbers? Oh, 2 can't. I don't know when I put that 2 there, but probably just now actually. This is a 3. This is a 1. This is a 4. This is not a 2. This is a 2. So this is either a 1, 2, or 3. What are these 3 numbers? 2, 4, 6. There's a 6 here. There's a 4 here. What else we got here? All right. All right. Oh, I have a 6, 9 pair here. I'm noticing. So these 2 numbers are going to be very narrowed down. So 3 and 5. There's a 5 here. So this is a 3 and this is a 5. 3, 5. So 2, 4, 6, 9 must be all of these numbers, right? So this is either a 2 or a 4 because there's a 6, 9 here, which is going to make a 6, 9. 6, 9 the only options here. That's cool. So what's going to clean this up for me? Is it going to? Am I really going to be able to figure something out here? Okay. So what are the numbers left in this column? 1, 3, 8, 9. 1, 3, 8, 9. You got 8 and 9. Oh, there it is. So this is a 3. 1, 3, 8, 9, and I got 1, 8, and 9 in the row already. So this has to be a 3. This is a 1. This is a 3. These are 8, 9, which is not decided, which is tough. So there's got to be something I'm missing here. All right, so these are 1. So this isn't a 3. 1, 2 here. Oh, there's a 1 here. Okay, this is a 2. So this is not a 2. It's either a 4 or a 6. This is a 1. Oh, wait. No, this is not a 2. It's either a 4 or a 6 is what I said, right? What's going to determine this? I must have missed something. It's got a bunch of pairs down here. Just a 2, 4 pair. Oh, there's a 2 here. This is a 4, which pushes this up to a 9 because these have to be 4 away, which makes this an 8, 9, 7, 8, 6, 2, 4, 6, 2, 6, 9. And your boy cleaned it right up there, dude. Extremely cool. Extremely chill. There it is. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.